wanted to update on some stuff. Right now, I'm still in the same cycle. I'm ovulating right now, but we're not really trying this month. Taking a month off to breathe and not be discouraged. And I've been super busy this month, which is good. I've had a lot of vinyl parties and working a lot, and also trying to find another job. I've had a few interviews, but yeah, anyway. So I wanted to tell you something so crazy and so maddening. Here's Jasmine. Can you see her? Jasmine always likes to come in here to the camera. Hi, Jasmine. Jasmine. Okay. So, I'm trying to remember what I updated with last time, but the biggest thing is, I think it was we were trying to figure out how we were going to do IVF. And, so I was just looking online one day, and I just searched for affordable IVF, and I didn't even put my state or anything. And this place came up in my state that I'd never heard of before. And so I clicked on it and started looking at the website, me and my husband did, and it was like sent from the heavens. We were like, okay, this we can do. This is affordable. Like, there were different packages, so there was, like, the cheapest one was, like, doing a natural IVF cycle, which means it's non-medicated. You just go in, you have that IVF, blah, 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 and it was, like, a couple $1,000s. The next one was medicated, then the next one, you know, there was just, like, a bunch of packages. So we were like, okay, we can do this, we can do this. Right then and there, we filled out all the application stuff, our family history, all that rigmarole, and sent it in. So here's a little something about me. I am a huge researcher. I am obsessive with researching every little thing. I swear that if I, for example, took the MCATs, I think I could pass, because I do like all my own studying, and anyways. So you think I'd be able to get pregnant. So anyways, I started researching this place, and I actually just, I think I just Googled it to see if, like, there was a blog that mentioned it, or their Facebook page or something. So I went onto their Facebook page, and they hadn't even updated it for like a year or so, and so I thought that was kind of strange. But I was like, oh well, you know, maybe they fell off of the Facebook world. But so then I go back to search, and there was a review from Yelp, which I love Yelp. So I went to that. There was 3 reviews. One was a positive review, just like on their website. Everyone gushed about it. The second and third review, were like all capital letters. Exclamation marks. Do not go to this clinic. Do not go to this doctor. He was convicted of this. Blah, 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 blah. Look at this website. So I'm like, okay. So I pulled up the website. It's a government website. And a couple years ago, this doctor had been charged with 8 counts of sexual battery and some other things. And I'm like, okay, this is a pretty legit website, you know. So I read the affidavit and everything. I had that on their copies, and so I'm like, okay, well, I feel like I was just punched in the stomach, because here we're finally like, oh my gosh, this is our break, IVF that we can actually afford, you know, this is crazy. But I'm like, you know what, it's not even worth it. It's not, I don't know how he's even still practicing. I know he served some jail time. I don't know. I don't really care to know. That's all I need to know is there was, you know, there was more than one complaint, and he pled no contest to. So I just, it's not worth it. It's not worth it for me. I rather save money for the next 20 years than do that. So be in that environment and that icky feeling. So anyway, a few days later, I was just telling my family and just so bummed about it. And they kept calling me, the office kept calling me, hey, we got your applications, please call us back to make an appointment, and I just kind of kept ignoring it. I ended up calling yesterday and telling them, don't call me, we changed our minds, Anyway, so I looked at reviews again, and because I wanted to know, like, how is he still practicing, like, what became of it. I don't know what I was wanting to learn. But I read another review that was, like, on a different website that said, along with, a few other good reviews, that said, we've been going to this doctor since blank, and we just canceled our IVF procedure after learning that, yada yada. She says, even when we went into the clinic and I talked to the receptionist or the nurses or whatever about, give me the scoop, like, what was this all about, da da da, she said that there was 21 counts. I read there was 8, so I don't know. And the nurse was like, oh, well, it was just from a disgruntled patient, and she's like, that's from more than one patient, I'm sorry. And, she was like, and he's still, an upstanding member of his church and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, okay, that does not make me feel better. That doesn't prove anything, So, just after, and she said, and that goes to show you how his office is, too, like, kind of manipulating and kind of, I don't know, just, I want to deal with honest, genuine people that have my interest at heart, not my wallet at heart, and my child's interest, at heart, and I'm like, nope, I'm not even going to deal with it. So, anyway, that's out of the question, along with IVF period, pretty much. But I started looking into foot zoning. I don't know if I mentioned this last time. I don't think I did, but forgive me if I did. I know about foot zoning or reflexology. I've had it done before and stuff, but it's hard to have an open mind because I've been doing acupuncture for fertility with no results. No, there's been results, but no pregnancy. Otherwise, I'd usually be like really excited and stuff. So the reason why I started thinking about it was because I talked to my cousin about her IVF experience, and she said, she's in her 30s, and said, the only time that she's ever been pregnant besides IVF was when she was getting her feet zoned. So I'm like, okay, and she has the same things as me. It's unexplained infertility. She has endometriosis like I do. Her husband's like completely normal. Well, a little male factor, but not a lot. So it's the exact same situation. So I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try, I can't do Femara anymore. So anyway, I started calling around the city where I live and getting different prices and kind of getting reviews and referrals from people. And so I contacted this one lady that was the cheapest in the valley and told her why I wanted to do it was for fertility reasons. And so I planned on going to her. And then it just clicked in my mind that I know somebody who does foot zoning that is very, very, very gifted. And I went to her years ago. My parents know her very well and went to her, and she's very gifted, very talented, and she's the kind of person who you go to and she tells you what's wrong. You go to the doctor and he confirms it. You don't go to her and she asks you, okay, what's been bothering you, So she like diagnoses and treats. So she was about $30 more than I wanted to pay. But, or more. But, I'm going to go to her once, and I'm going to go, I think, the first week in, or first or second week in October. And I'm going to go once to her, fill it out, see what she thinks. I know she diagnosed me, or my cysts on my ovaries, which I knew I already had, but I didn't tell her that I had that when I was in my teens. Anyway, I could tell you a bunch of stories of her zoning. But, so I'm going to go do that. I'm going to see what she says. And then I actually found, I was just going to say, okay, I'll go like maybe twice a month if I can afford it and see what happens. But then I had a friend come over the other day, a neighbor, that I've been talking to about my fertility problems and stuff for a while now. And I mentioned foot zoning, and she's like, I'm a foot zoner. And I was like, why are you just telling me this now? So she's like, go to this lady, see what she says, see if there's anything that you can do at home, like for times that you can't afford to go to her, and I'll just do it for free. So that's what I'm going to do. And she also told me about trying this coconut oil that she, there's a little natural place here in town, and they have a lot of good natural products and stuff. And so she said there's been a lot of cases of infertility that have been cured with this coconut oil. This certain coconut oil. It's not all coconut oil. It's not go to the grocery store and get coconut oil. It's processed and made for medicinal purposes. Anyways. So, anyways, it helps with inflammation. And so that's why a lot of unexplained infertility, it's helped, because it's hard to kind of don't diagnose that sometimes. Something's inflamed. Anyway, so I'm going to go get that and try that as well. Money is very tight right now because I had to go to the orthopedist yesterday, because I've had a few accidents in the last 12 years that has really caused pain in my lower back, my hip, and my neck. And my neck is so bad right now I can't sleep. So I went there, got x-rays and everything, and he thinks that there's nerve damage in my neck and my lower back. So he wants to have an MRI done, which is like $1,000, and so very stressful right now. But where was I going with that? Anyway, I'm broke. I don't know, maybe that was the point. So, like trying the coconut oil and stuff, I want to do that, but I know it's kind of expensive. Anyway, so ovulating right now, pretty much in 2 weeks. I'm going to go get my feet zoned, and I'll be starting a new cycle. And aside from the baby front, I'm having a girls' weekend this weekend. I'm going up to my husband's family's lodge, and we're going to have a girls' weekend, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Get in the hot tubs and relax. It's fall. I mentioned that last time because I love fall. But it's starting to get so cold. I had to cover my garden the other day so it wouldn't freeze. And it's snowing in the mountains. Oh, and I'm praying that it's not going to be a super early winter. I've already had the heat on in the house. Long sleeve is sweater weather. Sweater weather. What else? I guess that's it for now. And I don't know, I wanted to show you some of the final projects that I've been doing because that's fun to look at. Here's one. Here's a timeout chair with my vinyl on it for the child that I do not have, but other people have. What else? This is a vinyl that I just got for my sister's mother-in-law. It says, "Today I am thankful for." I don't know if you can see it. And then this is a chalkboard vinyl, and you put it down here, and you can put it on whatever you want, a board, a block, a tile, and then you write in chalk. That's not a crow in my house, that's my phone. Then you write in chalk what you're thankful for every day. I'll show you the other ones I have. Come with me. There's another bench with my timeout vinyl. And sorry. There's another one that I made the other day. It says, I love you because, and then in chalk you put whatever you want. So that's what I put for my husband, because I'll be gone this weekend and he will see this when he gets home. Aren't I so darling? Anyway, okay, that's all for right now. I don't know if you want to walk through my house with me, because it might be kind of scary. So, anyways, I guess that's it, and thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.